All right, everybody. Haven't done this in a while. Haven't done a post-game video before the game is over. Certainly not with almost 10 minutes left. Maybe I've never done this for a Huskies game. I don't know, but it has been a while since I had to do one of these. But this one is over. I don't really have any interest in seeing what happens over the last 10 minutes. I don't really have any interest in seeing if this team is able to throw up some garbage time points. It doesn't mean anything. This is a complete humiliation. And I'm going to sit here and watch the end of this game for really no other reason than to punish myself, because it's not going to be for any enjoyment, right? Even if the team does well, it's way too late for it to matter. And I deserve it because I thought we were going to get something different. I thought this team was going to build on their win over Michigan last week. I thought that pulling off that quote-unquote upset was going to result in momentum towards, at the very least, securing a bowl game berth. And now I don't even really think that's coming. So where do we start, man? Like, I'm not shocked that we lost. I'm not. Like, you could have lost this game and I wouldn't have even been that upset about it. But you guys see the score to my left, right? 40-10. And more likely than not, Iowa's going to put up more points before this game is done. You want to talk about garbage time? The garbage time is probably going to be Iowa continuing to pad their lead the way things are going, because this team can't do anything right. And the fact that they allowed the game to get out of control to this degree is really, really sickening. You start the game out, you force the 3-and-out, you drive down the field, beautiful, long, almost perfect drive. You get down inside the 10, and then pre-snap penalty, field goal gets blocked. And immediately I felt myself mentally checking out, because I'm like, you had to do all that and you get nothing out of it. And then Iowa gets the ball, shoves it down your throat, 80 yards, just on the ground. And that's the thing that I think disappoints me the most in this game. There was a lot of stuff in this game. I mean, nothing really went all that right and pretty much everything went wrong. But that defense absolutely bullied. Absolutely bullied up front by that Iowa offensive line. Can't stop the run at all. Didn't even really make Iowa have to throw it that much. Like, I don't know what the numbers are off the top of my head, but Iowa didn't even really have to throw the ball in this game. I don't even know if they have 100 yards, and they don't need to. They just completely dominated this defense. So I'm not shocked that the offense didn't have a good game, I guess, because I respect that Iowa defense a lot. I get that, but I thought for sure that this defense would bring it. But this is by far their worst game of the year. Like, not even close. Just absolutely blasted off the field over and over and over and over again. That unit, that side of the ball, just a complete and utter embarrassment. And now UW finally gets a first down. Haven't seen one of those in a while, so I guess we got that to be happy about. Devin Martzall in the game, presumably for the rest of the game now, which honestly at this point I usually don't say things like this, but I would not mind seeing him just play every snap for the rest of the season just to see what's up. Because after today, I'm going to be a little off the Will Rogers wagon. So maybe we'll get to see Devin Martzall the rest of the way, and that'll be kind of exciting. But Rogers is part of this too. I just talked about the defense. I think they're the most disappointing part of this game, but Rogers, I can't have the turnovers. The margin for error is too small. This isn't like Michael Penix, where he can have a bad game. He can have struggles. He can turn the ball over a couple times, And then boom, he throws 160-yard pass into a tight window and he makes up for it. Rodgers can't do that. So I can't have the mistake. The interception was terrible. The fumble, he didn't feel the pressure at all. Another first down, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for at least giving me something to pretend to be happy about in the post-game video, I guess. Up to midfield. Haven't seen enemy territory in a few drives now. So, awesome. But, you're just making me wonder where this was earlier. This would have been nice maybe an hour ago. This would have been nice even a half hour ago. So, anyway, yeah, I'm really disappointed in Rodgers. I thought we ran the ball pretty decently today, so you can't say he wasn't backed up by the running game. I think the receivers are doing what they can do. They're not perfect. They're not the receivers we had last year, but I don't think they played terribly. Yeah, the offensive line was a problem today, but there were opportunities to make plays, and Rodgers shows his limitations. So, yeah, God, where else do we go? The blocked field goal, the almost missed chip shot field goal. Like, this team just can't kick field goals the rest of the season. This team needs to pretend they don't have a kicker the rest of the season. Go for it every time. I'm sick of watching this joke of this absolute disaster of a field goal unit. The whole special teams unit's kind of a disaster, honestly. Iowa had multiple good returns in this game. So there's nothing going on that special teams side that you like. What else? What else are we gonna say? You let up a field goal drive with less than 30 seconds to go in the first half, which completely negated your field goal drive right before the half. So you don't even go into halftime feeling decent about yourself. You get the ball coming out of the second half and you throw an interception when you know you need points because the defense just doesn't have it today. Like, oh my goodness, man. I really thought this team had found something last week when they beat the Wolverines. I really thought this team had found something. And I didn't think they were great now, but I thought they were at least good enough to show up and do something in Iowa today. And maybe that's just me not recognizing the matchup. You know, I'll give it to you a little bit of that. I know Iowa was favored in this game. So, where do we go from here? I mean, the schedule gets really hard, guys. We need 2 more wins to be bowl eligible, and I don't know where the 2 wins come from. And I know we're not going to play this bad again the rest of the year, but you're not beating Penn State. You're not beating Oregon. You're not beating most of these teams. You're not even going to have a chance. You had to give yourself a chance today at least. If this game was 23-20 or something, it's different, but I'm making a post-game video with 10 minutes left in the game because it's that bad. Yeah, that's something I'm not going to be positive about at all right now. So, program has problems. And after today, it's every piece of it. Like, I've been very high on the job that Steve Belichick has done on that defense. I think the defense has played really well, even in the games we've lost. But Iowa doesn't even have a passing attack. And they didn't even really have to pass the ball today. It's not like they threw for 300 on you out of nowhere. No, they just ran the ball over and over and over and over again for the most part, and you had 0 answers for it. Nothing. Embarrassing. So, what can I do after this one, right? So, both my football teams look like they're just mired in mediocrity. It looks like this Huskies team just can't get out of their own way on the road. That's their second road game where they just left up. I mean, this game you were never going to win anyway because you're getting beat so badly. And we have a possible first and goal opportunity coming up here. So maybe we score a garbage time touchdown. That's going to be appreciated. I'll go ahead and keep the video recording until we see whether or not we score here. So it's actually going to be 4th and 1. So we'll see if we're able to tack on those garbage time points here. Let's see what we got. I usually don't get to do this. Post-game video play. Okay, first and goal coming up. Maybe we can get those points. We're not covering the spread. Sorry to all you dub betters. Ain't going to be no spread covering. We already hit the over. So we can't even watch this for gambling purposes, man. Can't even watch this for gambling purposes. Again, man, I mean, I would have been fine with a loss. I understand that this team is rebuilding. I wasn't expecting great things this year. You could go back to my preseason Huskies video. I didn't expect to win this game. But to get blown off the field like this, you don't look like you're in the same class as Iowa. What is Penn State going to do to you? What is Oregon going to do to you? Even a team like USC, what are they going to do to you? You're not even sniffing a turnover, man. I feel like I'm watching the Seahawks again. Like, Cade McNamara is not a good quarterback. He's really got a limited skill set here, and you can't find a way to get one turnover on that guy. And I think we just got our touchdown. I think we just maybe got our garbage time points, so we got something to celebrate here. If not, oh, yep, we got our garbage time touchdown, people. 14-17, so it doesn't look so bad, but I'm telling you right now, it was bad. There was nothing positive to take away from this game except for maybe Coleman. I thought Coleman played a good game. And the receivers are doing what they can, right? It's not their fault. So I don't know. I understand that maybe the statistics are going to look agreeable at the end of the game, but Iowa is a team that put up most of their numbers against really, really garbage competition. So now you're part of that garbage competition, I guess. I don't know what else to say, man. Nothing good. Jed Fisk, you're not beating the allegations with an effort like that. And that was really embarrassing. So I'm going to go ahead and get this video up, and then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I woke up early for this. My apologies to everyone else who woke up early for this. This was not fun. I expected a slog of a game. I didn't expect to get killed at all. I didn't think we had the capacity to get killed in a game like this. All right. See you guys later. Bow down to Washington, but this is really bad.